Hey guys, it's Desiree.
And this is your boy, Dre the Realtor.
Welcome to our channel. Like we said before, we're going to give you a checklist of 10 things to do before you move to the Dallas Fort Worth area.
And listen guys, if this is your first time watching our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, playing, eating, and chilling in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to be the first to know when we upload a new video.
We get calls every day about people wanting to move to the Dallas Fort Worth area. If you're one of those people, reach out to us. Our contact information will be in the description box.
All right, so what are we talking about, Des?
We are giving you guys a checklist. 10 things you have to do before moving to Dallas Fort Worth.
Have to do, like, we cannot lie about this.
Get it done.
Okay?
Get it done.
I moved here last year, and these are some things I actually wish, like, that I did before I moved here.
Definitely. I moved here 9 years ago. Honestly, the list is about the same.
Okay.
Things I wish people would have told me to do. So we're going to give you guys this list to just prepare, and you're going to be more prepared than anybody else who moved here.
Okay, so let's talk about number one then.
Number one is, so we
Seriously.
have lots of toll roads in Dallas Fort Worth. Toll roads, guys, are going to be roads you have to pay for. Sometimes they'll save you a little time getting somewhere. Other times they won't, but we do have them. Either way, they don't have like the old school big toll booths anymore with like people who take the money. It's all automated with like cameras. So what I thought moving here, and what I was actually told, those people, was if you have out-of-state plates, they won't charge you.
No.
That's a lie.
No,
okay?
they'll find some way.
They gonna find a way. Them Louisiana plates, they still were charging me. So I suggest before even coming, go ahead and sign up to get your toll tag. You don't have to have Texas plates to get a toll tag. You just go to, I don't know, we'll put the website below so you guys can just go sign up, and they send you the sticker to put in your window. The way it works is you have like 2 different plans depending on how much you drive. You can pay per use, or you can do like have money on your account. Which one do you do, Dre?
So I do the one with my account. So basically they charge it up every, they put $40 up there every time the balance gets below $10. And sometimes it's a blessing and a curse because you don't have to worry about it. It's a blessing because you don't have to worry about it, and then it's a curse because sometimes you might be down to your last $100 and you was like, let me take the toll road, and when you're not sure like where your balance is and that $40 come out like instantly. So yeah, it's a blessing and a curse.
Second, so a little sidebar to that, there's an app where you can actually go on and track how much you have left on there. And if you don't use the toll roads too much, there's a starter account, and that's just $20. When I first started using the toll roads, that's what I had. But then they quickly let me know, sis, you on these tolls too much. We'll take 40 out. Okay, thanks. Wow. So when it reaches $10, it'll replenish that 40. So if you have the app and you check in your balance and you know you use the tolls every day or whatever, you'll see when it's about to come out.
Okay, so what is the next topic that we're going to talk about then?
Okay, next up on the list before you get to DFW, pick your electricity divider. Hey, Naomi, girl, I just text you. You need to text me back. I need to know when we're doing this final walkthrough. But this list I'm giving to you, to my clients. You need to pick your electricity provider. A lot of places you don't have the choice to pick who you want to have your electricity service through or any utilities. In Dallas Fort Worth, you do. So when I moved here in my apartment complex, which I came out here and got beforehand, they were like, hey, who's your electricity provider? I was like, whoever you use. Like, oh no, you have to get that.
Yeah.
So there's actually this website called Power to Choose. We'll put that down below as well. And you guys can go on there and check out which one's best. Get some suggestions from people who you may know here, because sometimes they'll get like money on their bill, you'll get money back on yours, but pretty much you're comparing like the kilowatts and how, you know, what works best for you. They have different things like free nights, free weekends. Do y'all have any of that? Yeah,
so we had TXU when we first moved here. My apartment complex, that was the only electricity provider they allowed there. And look, it definitely does make a difference between which provider you choose, because I was forced to get TXU and we had like the free nights and weekends and it was cool or whatever, but that bill in the summertime was ridiculous because they hiked the premiums up in the summertime. So that's definitely one thing that you do want to look out for when you do choose those extra plans. Right now we have Stream Energy, and our bill in the summertime is like $150, and it's like August, July, so it's not too bad. Like
right. We have Reliant, and what we did is we did the one where you have like the same bill consistently. So when you initially first start, it might be a little more expensive, but during the winter storm when everybody's bill was $1 million, literally, ours was the same amount.
Look, we turned our shit off during the winter storm.
I did not. I was not that person.
Look.
I made this whole video, and this song was called "Run It Up." First of all, I hate the cold, so I was already like, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry,
No, like
I can't.
I took my credit card off of that app. Like y'all not
you
charging
took it off. Oh, okay.
Y'all are not charging.
I had my heat on max because my thing was if the heat does go off, don't know what that is.
So you had power then, or?
Oh yeah, I didn't lose power.
Oh.
So apparently I found out.
Stay on the nice part of town.
I found out that not even my whole neighborhood had power, but just I think maybe the first phase of the community, it was a little blip one time for like 2 minutes.
Oh wow.
And that was
Y'all
it.
Y'all lucky.
We were blessed.
They was talking about rolling power outages.
I know, and that's why I was like, I'm not
nothing
turning my
rolling.
heat down, because if y'all roll that power off, I'm gonna freeze.
It won't nothing rolling. But all right, next topic. Get a defensive driving class before you get here. And look, I like Texas because there's a set speed limit. It's like 60, 65. That's like the median speed limit around the DFW. But people here, they drive crazy. I was living in Virginia for a majority of my life, and the speed limit was 60. And the cops, they would literally they would literally pull you over if you go over 70. Here, you can go 70, 80, 85. There's a probability because there is a speed limit, but the likelihood of that is slim to none. But
yeah, that's interesting to hear, because if I see 60, I'm going 70 automatically.
Yeah.
If I'm rushing, which is all the time because I'm always late, extra, I'm going like 15 over. But I haven't got a speeding ticket in
God forbid. Let's say we
in like 6 years.
Cross our fingers.
But I do try. I hate paying speeding tickets. But take a defensive driving class. They drive crazy. They will run over you if you get with it or you get ran over.
So if you're in that left lane and you're not going at least 80 miles per hour, yeah. No,
they
seriously.
will.
I was living in Houston, Texas, and I wasn't driving slow, but it was this white truck. I guess I was driving too slow for him. He got on the side, got in front of me, and then got on the side and then got back in front of me, stopped his brakes, and made me stop my brakes. And there was no need for that. Like, that's how the road rage is here. Yeah.
Houston is a whole nother story. Yeah. You need to take 2 defensive driving classes in Houston, offensive and defensive, because they are a whole nother story. All right. Next up, talk to someone who lives in Dallas. So you guys can watch our videos and you can reach out to us and talk to us, because we do live here. Whatever it is, have an actual conversation with someone that lives here, because you can't just go by reviews and what people say. You need to know from someone who's actually here.
Yeah, so although we're giving y'all this YouTube video of what it's like living here, we want y'all to it doesn't have to be us. We're cool and all, but we want y'all to contact somebody so you can get the feel of what it's like living here. You can look up, things to do, but it's actually a lot different from hearing it from a horse's mouth. So.
So I'm just
for me, moving to a different area, I wish I would have had someone tell me, avoid this area, avoid that area. You may not want to live here, but as realtors, we can't really give that kind of information out.
Exactly.
But if you have any friends or anybody who's in the area, seek them out to just kind of get an idea of where you should move to.
Yes, I actually had a friend who was staying here, Stacy, he's my boo, and he told me, hey, live in this area, don't live in the area. So that was perfect, because the area I moved to, I was actually in North Dallas. I loved it.
North Dallas is love.
Yeah, I still love North Dallas. It's a good place to be. It's always something to do. I was right by the Galleria. So yes, get you somebody who lives here to get that actual firsthand knowledge. What we got up next, Dre?
So we got get you some sunscreen. It get hot here.
Yes.
Real hot.
If you guys follow me on Instagram, y'all know I am a stickler for sunscreen, okay? I know we have more melanin than most, but that does not mean you will not, one, get sunburn, Or get skin cancer. Like, we need sunscreen. I'm wearing sunscreen right now. Are you wearing sunscreen, Drake?
I'm sorry, I don't wear sunscreen.
So we got this on our list and you don't have no sunscreen on.
Well, you wear sunscreen. You're a big advocate for sunscreen.
But didn't you put this on the list, Drake?
Because I want people to be protected. Doesn't
But
mean
you're not going to do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
going to be like them people?
And this situation.
I got some in my bag. People that don't fully me. I'm going to show y'all.
All right. Next on the list is buy you some Raid. Yeah, so if you're not from the South, there are a ton of bugs in the DFW. I moved from Phoenix, they had scorpions. In Virginia, they didn't really have that much bugs, to be honest. But here, there's roaches, there's mosquitoes. Oh, I lied. They got mosquitoes in Virginia. But they got roaches, mosquitoes, and they got scorpions. So they got everything here. So get you some rain because you need to be prepared to fight those bugs off.
Okay. Like he said, if you're not from the South, if you live anywhere in the South, you've seen a bug, you've seen a roach, you've seen a mosquito, like, they're bugs. I mean, Drake brought this up in one of our previous videos. I've been surprised at all the calls we've got of people saying, do you guys have bugs? Yes. If I walk down the street, I see a bug. Yes, they're bugs. What are y'all? I'm so confused. It's baffling to me. It's baffling.
It's the South, so.
So yeah, get you some raid. They have ant raid. They have termite raid. They have roach raid. They have.
Y'all need to know about raid because you can't use it too much. If you use it too much, they grow immune to it. So maybe,
What kind of bugs?
I actually spoke with a pest control guy. Yeah, so they grow immune to it if you spray it too much. So
right, and of course, if you're having an issue, you want to reach out to a professional to get your home treated.
Yeah. So next on the list, this is my favorite. Get you some cowboy boots and get you a cowboy hat. So Fort Worth is known as Cowtown. So basically, they have the Fort Worth stockyards, and you can it's like you get the full live experience of, I guess, being on a mini zoo. So they have what those cows with like the long, what they call it? The I don't know.
Are they called longhorns?
Horns. Yeah, longhorn bulls, longhorn cows, whatever you call it.
Wait, Dre, we have a comment on Instagram Live. It took a lot of vodka to get over the bugs.
Seriously, bugs is an issue. But yeah, they got those Texas Longhorns. There's so many places where you can buy like boots and hats in the DFW. So it's definitely a thing here. And like people really like be casually wearing like jeans, cowboy boots, and the cowboy belt, like the whole attire.
Yes. Now it's not my thing, but I do appreciate
that's a whole swag right
people, there. You know, everybody got their thing, honey. I do appreciate when I see like men in their boots. It's like, okay, that's your thing. My thing is, be you. I haven't tried it personally, but I do. My mother tells me when I was 2 years old, my favorite pair of shoes was some pink cowgirl boots. So maybe I knew I was coming to Texas eventually. I don't know. But, yes, there's lots of places if that's your thing to get the hats and cowboy boots. All right, next up, guys, we have make sure you have clothes for every season.
That is a must.
It is summertime right now. It's probably about 98 degrees, and it's only like 10 a.m. in the morning. So you need to prepare for that. We also have extreme winters apparently now.
It's rare. It's a once in a lifetime thing.
Now they say that. Now what? No. All right.
Let's just hope it don't come back next year.
Next year, we're like, all right, watch this.
I mean, it does snow like every so often here in the DFW, but not every year.
Not enough to go buy like $1 million winter coat, but get you one like off Boohoo or something just to have cute enough to like throw on if you get cold. When you're going to the office, you'll need it. When you're coming back home that day, you won't.
Yeah, the average temperature in the wintertime is about 40 degrees or less, like 35, 40 degrees.
Yeah.
It doesn't get too cold here, but you want to make sure you're not freezing, especially if you're from Arizona and you're just used to it being hot all the time. You want to make sure you have something to cover up. Also, make sure, that's the next on the subject, but
okay.
The weather is pretty bipolar here, so you just never know what you're going to get. So you can start off with a coat in the morning, and then you might end up in something like what I got right now, because it just gets bipolar. You never know what you're going to expect in the DFW. And that leads us to our next topic is bring an umbrella and keep it in your car at all times.
Keep it. I don't care if you have one in your purse. Keep it in your car too. Like I literally have one in my back seat, and it's a good one. Ain't no cheap one, because when it will be a beautiful sunny day, and the sky will open up and rain cats and dogs.
You just never know.
So keep you a good umbrella in your car. look.
Sometimes it could be a light drizzle. I'm like, okay, cool, I can deal with this. And then sometimes it just
skies opened up.
Yeah.
Keep it in your car. Take our advice. All right. What's next on our list, Dre?
The last one, last but not least, I feel like it is the most important one because I had a struggle with this and I literally just found my dedicated barber. But you need to get you a dedicated barber or a hairstylist and the DFW. I don't know if any of you had any trouble with this to any places that you relocated or currently live in, but I moved here last year and it took me about a solid year to find my go-to barber. So
yeah, and honestly, the issue that women are going to have, there is no shortage of stylists, but you need to find one that you're okay with paying her fee. There was a stylist on Instagram, and she's like known for her work. She's amazing, but the thing is, they get booked up so fast. She literally opened her books until the end of the year, and she booked them up in an hour. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And all she does is knotless braids. Beautiful, beautiful work. I think she starts at $450. So women, find you a stylist that one, you're okay with paying the price. They have style sheets. You can put it in by zip code, by city, and by style. Read all of their instructions. It's going to be a million things to read.
Seriously.
But look at it from top to bottom. See what their booking policies are. See what their deposit policy. I've had friends who have booked through Style Seat and thought they had an appointment and they didn't pay the deposit the correct way, so they didn't have an appointment.
Oh, wow.
So that kind of goes back to the one where it was like, talk to somebody in DFW. You know, ask, hey girl, who does your hair? Because this, you know, like, get all that together. Y'all know us. We want to be cute. You don't want to get here and then be falling off the ladder. And you know, you're used to getting your hair done, nails done, things like that. Get all that beforehand. Yesterday, I went and got my nails done. Send nudes. And I have to have a nail place in like different cities since I travel so much.
Wow.
So I have one in Dallas I go to. I have one in Irving, and I have one in like the Arlington Fort Worth area. So get you somebody who knows places to go, gets the kind of styles you get. That's important. If you want something basic, I know what nail place to send you to. If you want designs, I know where to send you. So that kind of goes back to, you know, knowing somebody in Dallas, or just do your research beforehand.
All right. So that pretty much sums up the list. We thank y'all so much for rocking with us and being on live with us. If y'all have any questions about moving to the DFW Metroplex, drop a comment, give us a call, shoot us a text. We're here nights, days, and weekends. We got your back when moving to the DFW. Until next time, guys. Deuces.
Bye.